morning.
The Wake Up Call is streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Extreme 104 SVG. Like, comment, and share now.
All right, so you heard it at Extreme 104 SVG. We're live at the moment 80. Good morning to all the listeners. Good morning to those who are just waking up out of bed for this lovely, lovely, lovely Tuesday morning. The 6th day of September, it's 7:36. You see why you must be careful of who you hear and the things that you hear and who you listen to. I almost said 36 minutes after the 7 o'clock hour. Almost. It was like right there at the tip of my tongue. Lord, you see, be careful of the company you keep here. The nonsense they're talking. No, don't say that. 24 minutes until 8 o'clock. Come on, man. Anyways, right now is school time. So remember yesterday, we were beginning people first day of school. I said, there might be some hiccups here and there. And was so said, so done. Before the end of the shift, there was an issue with prep school. So we're going to get to prep school. KINGSTOWN Preparatory School had issues yesterday. Why? Only God knows, right? So apparently, when parents got down there was a smell of paint. So you can smell paint from outside. The principal said, you know what, hold on, parents, let us have assembly and then we'll tell you exactly what is happening. But don't go yet. Bearing in mind, by that time, some parents don't gone back to work because some parents are working.
Obviously.
So the children are there, the parents are there, just standing up, waiting. Now, how long does it take for paint to dry?
It depends.
So it depends on the kind of paint.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some paints that you paint in the morning, it doesn't smell. In the night, you could sleep in the room. Right? There's some paints the following day, it's still smelling higher paint.
I would say about 2 days.
I said 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
From what I understand, painting was done in the morning too. But this is the first day of school.
Morning.
The smell was so high. Now let me read what Searchlight said. Right, some pupils of the Kingston Preparatory School were forced to return home on Monday, the first day of the academic year, after a strong odor of paint could be smelt in some classrooms. A parent who arrived at the school's Richmond Hill compound early on Monday told Searchlight that the parents were told not to leave, but to wait instructions, but because there was a rumor that the odor of paint was strong in some sections of the school. So it started out, people talking. It says, then the head teacher went upstairs with a bullhorn and announced that they will have assembly in the backyard of the school. If you're familiar with KPS, then you know behind the school, the main building, the building on the right to the top end, there's a little area there, pavement, that they have assembly. All right. And the parents should remain because it is likely that some grades will have to go back home. And she mentioned grades 4 to 6. That's what the parents said. He said it was later announced that grades 2 to 6 would go home, but kindergarten and grade 1 students will remain. They told Searchlight that some parents had already left the compound and gone to work, only to find out that their children had to go back home. School official told Searchlight that an assessment would be made of the situation today to determine if the environment would be safe for the pupils and teachers to remain. At what point do they assess? Whose idea was it to paint the school so close to the day of opening? Who thought that it wasn't fit to relay, all right, the school just paints. It kind of smells of paint. Now, you don't expect everything to run really, 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 really smoothly, like as smooth as a baby's bottom on the first day of school. You kind of expect 1 or 2 hiccups. But to me, this is a hiccup that is avoidable.
So you saw the classroom as well?
Or the desk all over the place.
Yeah.
There's a picture. Well, that picture could have been taken at some point, like at the end, maybe mid-August. Who says now old picture that they posted?
It came from you know what I mean? Yeah. It came from Socialite.
Okay.
But why you gonna wait till like the day before to say again paint? Or the morning to say again paint? They had a whole 2 months. At least paint a week before. I mean, I understand you. You're trying to keep up aesthetics and what's not. So do it the week before.
I think in terms of schools, I cannot understand why every year we know what is coming. We know that school is going to be open at a particular date, but there are some schools that are hurrying and rushing to get schools open for the first day, an entire summer. Is it that the contractors, they are waiting on their monies before they start working, so they're not going to do any work until? Was the painting outsourced to, or was the painting the responsibility of Braxa? So Braxa had to do with all the schools. So it's just they coming down the list. Oh, and they finally reached prep school. And by the time they finally reach the prep school, when they don't fix the roads, when they don't do all the other government buildings, when they don't work on the 27 homes and overland, when they don't do all the work for the entire country, they finally reach the prep school. It's like, oh crap. It's Sunday or it's Saturday or it's Friday. And we have to paint. The more modern paints don't really smell that high. They don't smell that bad anymore. Like I said, you paint the morning, the evening, the night. You can sleep in the room. I find it's just so. It just appears to be very disorganized. It's an avoidable situation, and
What?
you have parents staked out and students staked out, and you cannot ascertain. You have to wait until a certain point to tell parents, just okay, go back home. Once you smell paint, go back home.
Yeah, but
The entire school, go back home.
remember right? Remember they said school will be ready on Monday. We are sure that school will be ready on Monday.
That's what the Minister of
There's no
Education
school
said.
closing up. Um,
Yeah,
all schools except grammar school would be ready.
right. But then the assessment, you walk around and assess the school.
Did he walk around with that?
It just seems as if it's just
Man,
on the outside looking in. It doesn't look very well. I would have been so frustrated as a parent. You make me put on my child's proper uniform, wake them up. Hello,
so something had happened yesterday now.
I don't know, to expose them. Like who thought that it was a good idea to not call it off sooner? At least it was called off, but I was not keeping my 5 or 6 year old child. I don't care if part of the school smells of paint, then my child could go up there and smell paint too. You going back home with me? Let's go. You can imagine.
Yeah,
You can imagine the stress to the parents who went back to work and they had to like see on social media.
you leave the kindergarten to deal with assembly.
On their Facebook profile, they said the school opened today. So good morning. The Kingston Preparatory School will resume in full effect as of tomorrow, Tuesday, 6 September 2022.
What was that posted?
It just yesterday,
What time?
11 hours ago.
Okay.
After 7 last night, after 6. Something like that, after 8. I don't know the time, but last night. Now, from the outside looking in, it just seems as though, like, okay, you don't really walk around and assess the compound to make sure that it's safe for students to return. You just go back to school with the expectation that it is safe and it is clean. It just looks that way. Or maybe somebody didn't get through to do it before school reopened. The first day of school is a very, very, very big deal, right? And I know some of the schools are locked up for the entire summer. Another issue that we used to have, I have not seen it, furniture getting into the school within the first week of school. Sometimes students would go back and there's no furniture for them to sit on.
Yeah,
But I see that. So that's good. That's excellent. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Crystal. How are you?
I am well. What's
And my
up?
brother, I'm just very happy again. And let me make it clear that thousands are not just me alone, thousands of people listening to you. And they're thanking you for raising these issues because the people are supposed to raise them. But I just want to say one thing. So yesterday I went down the road, if you hate talk, if you hate people, and my wife say, you can imagine what's going on WhatsApp. And so they have mouth, plenty mouth. But they ain't going to call, hey, teachers and the parents, they're not going to call, hey. They're going to criticize you and me. Oh, yeah, we made you fed up. But I'm saying, hey, if they don't call and say what is happening, is that we're going to have it, because we're going to continue like this. But it ain't just prep school. I tell you, and I speak to the union every so often. It's a school without even proper chalkboard. School without chalk. Sometimes teachers have to buy things there. This ain't no joke, you know. But you go back to the budget, we're short by 550 million, but we could find millions to pay people on radio every day. I'm saying is that again, if you don't come and raise some of these, you any opposition, because let me say why opposition. I'm a political party, I'm about people paid handsomely. Friday's over 100,000 he get a year. To do what? To raise these very pertinent issues. But what I want to say on this, you can't just blame the ministry, the minister, because these, you don't know them, they just, like they don't have any say. You have to blame the headmistress also. As a headmistress is like a ship. She must know this is my school. She must know what is happening in a school, whether or not pain spell. She must protect her. But you see, these headmistress resign. Because this is a problem we have, and you all sit down there and you allow these things. You don't even get the union support. You don't even get the teacher support when you have vaccine issue. I want you to resign. Every one of you in that trust school, they must resign.
Thank you very much for your contribution. If you want to call us, 457-1043. The WhatsApp is 430-1043. Resign is over one small hiccup now. I mean, it's just one thing, one little mistake.
Okay, I don't want to play any blame game, but who is to blame for that?
The person who paint. Why you gonna do that? I don't know. It has the Mobby Shop kind of vibes.
Yeah.
It's like kind of coming out at me, and I really wish them well. And I'm sorry that this had to happen, but let it be a learning lesson. Just check the schools. I think it's very simple. Check the schools. It's just like when you have people coming over by your house, you run up and down, you clean, you do this, you do that, you terror. It should be the same for schools. Private schools don't have them problems saying, hello, good morning.
Good morning. I'm sorry I didn't get to hear that before, I answered the call. Private school is a business.
Mm-hmm.
They come to make money. They want to make everybody comfortable.
Government school is what?
Non-profit.
And?
Government can't run business. But that's a different story.
Come on, people have 4 9 years.
The person who paid was doing a job.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The ministry is the problem. Headmistress don't sleep there.
True.
Headmistress make a check on Friday. They say they'll get something done Saturday morning. Headmistress can't really go down there on a Sunday morning to make checks. She has her own little thing to do as well.
Yeah.
But she own issues. You're guiding, and she grandchildren clothes and but the ministry. And we can't have people caught this king in a man had strong voice for years. We can't make a political party cut his voice suddenly. I understand.
You think
they know this thing. I driving across the airport over the weekend and I say, but wait, school open tomorrow and all that paper go to all thing in the bus stop. Nobody watched on that. All that paper. So education evolution is only in the classroom or the whole surrounding. May I understand it? They know they had the team make checks, send people over checks since last week, make sure everything all right.
Yeah. I think
we shouldn't.
Yeah, 2 months to that.
No, but it's quite a number of schools that the government, the ministry, they are responsible for, right? In addition to that, it's not just Braxa who just take care of the schools. If a fence break down, it's Braxa. If a louvers drop out, it's Braxa. Braxa have plenty of work to do. I think by Friday, if the school is not ready, once you do your check, do not open the school on Monday morning.
Well, except school wasn't set to open yesterday. Suppose that was the situation.
But then it's just one school. It's just prep.
Oh.
It's just
no,
prep.
But I mean,
prep with the paint.
Well, yeah. But then each school had their own little bits and pieces, that you right. Teachers and people can join and take care of that. But really and truly, we need, the kids need more respect. You pay really the taxes, if you pay, they call you.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's it, man. Even the minister, hey boy, what, Mr. Braxton, what about that paint? Anybody been going to pay anything there? Make a little check now.
You could imagine 20 schools calling Brax at the same time?
No, I understand, but they had time where sort of the thing could have been tapped up. So we don't have it until yesterday, mother, father gone to walk the child have to go back home.
Yeah.
Trying to walk down the road, this thing's so grimy, the troubling children, and even troubling girls again alone.
Exactly.
It's grimy. So let me fix it now. If you want help, I like what I was even saying to even some of them people who eating down the party, costing for work. Send your team and help.
Mm-hmm.
You should not be about money. the government had the pain. You send your team and take the thing.
Yeah,
The government to hand as well. You've been eating for years.
as you mentioned that, there are some like past students and parents that might be willing to help out. You could call on them
Yeah,
too.
reach them, lend us strength, I mean, but then again, let me give somebody peace to keep.
All
I
right.
don't can't take off.
Okay. All right. All right.
You
All
know,
right.
I mentioned something. I wondering if you feel it, if you feel you feel it would have been different if it was a secondary school.
No. Secondary school, you go school, you don't even have
You comment. You
that's
could
a
fend for
bench.
yourself.
I mean, hello, good morning. They'll just go outside.
Hey, moment.
Talk to me.
Well, as the guy said before, sometimes it doesn't have money all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I remember my days going to school. Students and sometimes parents used to come together and wash down the school, help clean out, help pack this and all them things.
Mm-hmm.
But the mentality of the people changed first.
Yeah.
You catch. And then now, this thing with black someone, me really beating up on them, boy, I have to do something better than that. And then all the lecture go end up to the minister of education, same way.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if let me say, Crystal, you, the boss, actually put you in charge of ads.
Mm-hmm.
And then now I have my business, I noticed when my ads supposed to play 4 times within an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed I only hear my ads playing one time.
Mm-hmm.
It's obvious the boss will get beat up. But no,
Right.
the boss will attack you because that you're responsible for that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, catch.
True.
But as Mr. Reddy, it will lead down to the boss. It will lead to the boss.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, people, when you put in a position, you have to do your work. Look what happened, with yesterday with prep school.
Mm-hmm.
That simple thing, we try to get them thing out of the way and, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Do everything good. Cause we had over 2 months.
It was simple, and then
Yeah, I don't
it shouldn't
want
even
to-
happen.
It's so simple, it's laughable.
It shouldn't even happen.
Yeah, so you tell me within that 2 months, you have nobody going around checking his cabin, they lock up pattern all kind of thing, when go defecate on the desk and them and on the floor, on the wall. So you have, let me say, the second week in August, you have somebody go and make a tally and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Check out the school, check out the plumbing and all them things, the electrical and all them things, they come on.
From
You have to
my
do better.
from my recollection, caller, that is done, I believe, at the end of the term or beginning of the vacation break. So they would
Yeah,
have
the
a list of
vacation break.
repairs that they would send them off.
You know what I mean? So you
Yeah.
got to test all them things, and then you deal with them because they going around talk with them small things.
All
Me
right. Yeah.
really come for criticize with all you. I mean, someday I forgot solution.
Yes,
And
sir.
They listen in the radio too.
That's right.
You know what I
Solutions.
mean?
Your buzz.
Yeah.
Big up
Not
yourself,
just
man.
criticize all the time. You want a solution too.
Yes, sir. I love that. All right. Thank you so much. Gonna take another call. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Crystal. Good morning, Lano.
What's
Good
up?
night.
I'm good. Well, I will agree with some of that thing that caller just talked about there, right? And what you do. And my thing was going to ask you, what does it take to run the Beco Express company? They have about 5 or 6 boats, right?
Sorry. Hold on.
And
What
hold on,
do you-
wait.
No, I'm
The Beco
asking you.
Express.
Hold on, Charles. I'm not asking you to stop. I'm asking you to repeat. I missed the
Okay.
first 3 words there.
What do you think? What do it take to keep the Beco Express company running? Proper management, right?
And stuff.
Proper management and staff, right?
Uh-huh.
You have a captain, you have a
And
chief
gas.
engineer, and you have all those other set of guys who work to tie the ropes and so forth, right?
Uh-huh.
And if at the end of the day someone is not doing their jobs right, what is going to happen?
Either it
They
don't run or
probably
somebody
lose-
get fired.
They probably get fired or something, right?
Yeah.
So then you're telling me if school closes, and the children went home on holidays, teachers went home and what to get their rest and so just so because teachers work hard too. Teachers work hard and they go home to get their rest. What is happening now with the schools? Who is responsible to send out a team to make sure that the schools everything is working, water, toilets are okay, and the classrooms are well desks are built and properly built and what
Mhm.
back in order to get that school ready for when that school term starts back. There has to be a proper management there. And if you don't have that, what you going to do? Wait until school is ready to open after all that time to say you're going to paint and do this and do that. It don't make no sense, Crystal. It don't make no sense. So if the management team is who is put there to make sure things go in the right place, in the right way, and not doing their job, something is wrong. Somebody not doing their work right,
Or it was
right?
just a missed
So I
call.
just use the express. I just use the Becco Express as a way to show you what I'm really talking about.
All right.
Because in every way there, if they don't have proper workmanship or coordinating, the boats can't run in the right way. They can't. And it's the same with the school. If you don't have the proper things in place, the schools will be deteriorated. Toilets will not be ready. Pipes and all sort of things will not be ready. Teachers will not be comfortable going back out to work. I heard a piece of news in Trinidad. They have something going on there too with teachers and schools again. I didn't really quite finish listening to it, but I wanted to come
Yeah, it
catch
was
up the
shared in
program
the
with you guys.
You're sharing the
You know,
news.
all right.
but you guys have a wonderful day, man, and
Alright.
keep it up. I have a best day.
All right, same to you. Thanks. Now there are some other things to do with as it concerns schools, but we have to take a break right now. Thank you for joining the live at Extreme 14 SVG on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. All right. Notice is hereby given that a special general meeting of the Kingstown Cooperative Credit Union